Happy to be here. I hope that we get some wins in here for you guys, but continue to come out and support, and yeah, go Fever. I'm here. DB is here.
I didn't think that. I just assumed Dewanna Bonner was going to go play with Alyssa Thomas. I think everyone just assumed Dewanna Bonner was going to go play with Alyssa Thomas, and it turns out not only did Dewanna Bonner not end up going to play with Alyssa Thomas, turns out that she had an option that would have almost certainly, you would have thought, guaranteed her a championship, and she chose not to go there and go to Indiana instead.
Imagine being a WNBA superstar with teams lining up to sign you like it's a giveaway at Costco, and you still say no. That's exactly what Jonquil Jones just pulled off, shutting down offers from rival squads as she eyes a potential move to team up with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever.
And that you can see here from The Athletic. The Lynx also explored trading for Thomas. League sources told The Athletic, and looked at signing her fiancé and former Sun teammate Dewanna Bonner.
Somewhere in the Minnesota Lynx front office, someone's still clutching their phone, waiting on a callback that's just not coming. Dewanna Bonner glanced at their offer, squinted, and hit him with a gracious, "I'm good. Love. Enjoy." Instead, she booked it to Indiana, where Caitlin Clark was probably already sliding into her DNS like, "So, you trying to chase a ring or what?"
Dewanna Bonner chose Fever over the Lynx and Mercury. Wow. So Indiana Fever star Dewanna Bonner turned down 2 elite teams in free agency for a powerful season.
Let's be real. Dewanna Bonner is 36. She's not clocking in for team bonding and warm fuzzies. She's chasing wins, and she's chasing them now. The Lynx? They're that ex dude promises they'd change, but you just know it's the same old drama waiting to happen. Meanwhile, the Fever? They're out here looking like a title contender who just struck gold in free agency.
Phoenix also heavily courted Bonner, league sources said, yet the desire to win immediately, among other factors, led to the Indiana Fever. So 2 things in that piece there. 2 things. One, the Minnesota Lynx. I didn't know they were a part of that whole deal. That's new information, and another contending team, mind you, a team that was in the WNBA finals last season.
Minnesota probably rolled out the classic, "We're building something special" pitch, maybe even backed it up with a hopeful PowerPoint and a vision board. But Bonner took one look at Caitlin Clark launching shots from 30 feet and Aliyah Boston, snatching rebounds like snacks, and said, "Yeah, that looks way more fun."
She chose to not go play with a team where the referee's ignoring a cha-cha slide and then a clean block and giving free throws away from winning a championship because she wants to win. How good are this Fever team gonna be? Like, how good do these free agents think the Fever are gonna be?
And let's get one thing straight. This isn't just about Bonner. Caitlin Clark didn't torch college defenses for 40 points a night just to show up in the duddy and wait around for a slow rebuild. She's not here to develop. She wants a ring, and she wants it yesterday. If the Indiana Fever had a timeline, Clark balled it up and sank it from 30 feet out, just like she always does.
I just want to say, there's no doubt that despite being 37 years old, Dewanna Bonner was highly sought after by many teams in free agency. March 4th article stated that from several writers from The Athletic that the Fever, along with her reason for her, kind of turning down these other teams.
When Bonner had to choose between the Lynx and the Fever, it wasn't a hard decision. One team's still building. The other has Caitlin Clark, Aliyah Boston, and now Bonner. That's not a rebuild. That's a fast track. Meanwhile, in Minnesota, the front office is probably scrambling for a plan B. The WNBA is shifting, and Clark is right in the middle of it. Players aren't coming to Indiana for the experience. They're coming to win. Bonner knows that. She's not here for a farewell tour. She's here to compete, hit shots, and let Clark do the heavy lifting while she plays smart, veteran basketball. The Fever are done being cute underdogs. They're coming for the league. And if you think Clark's letting this moment slip, you haven't been watching.
I think Kelly and Amber have done a really good job of, finding pieces that fit. it makes me excited about the future. Obviously, with Steph and her staff coming in here, and my ability to work out with Keith all off season has been really fun. But it's been fun. I got to work out with DB, and as some off-season leagues and overseas stuff kind of wraps up, a lot of them will start getting back, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to get in the gym and be with my teammates and just start putting the pieces together and see what works, what doesn't work. But I think we're going to have a lot of different options to do a lot of different things, and I think that's what's super exciting about it all. I feel very fortunate and lucky to come here to stay in the Midwest.
The Minnesota Lynx had a big dream: get Caitlin Clark. They had the money, the roster spot, and even a flashy PowerPoint. But when she said no, it wasn't just a no. It was a sign she was aiming for something bigger. Enter the Indiana Fever, a team that doesn't just fill arenas. They force opponents to move games because demand is so high. Bonner saw the hype, Clark hitting logo threes, and knew exactly where she belonged.
Provide the knowledge and explain playoffs to them a little bit better so we can be better prepared and don't get punched in the face the first game. And it's hard to come back when you do that the first game. It's hard to come back and try to win 2 straight against a veteran team. So I think they got it, and I think that it's going to be steps throughout the regular season that get us prepared for that, because every game, every single night is going to be hard. These teams have changed a lot in this league, and every team has loaded up and gotten better. So I think that the regular season is going to definitely prepare us for that.
Let's be honest, Bonner isn't just chasing a ring. She's chasing the ultimate basketball experience. Playing with Clark means stepping into a nightly spectacle where every game feels like the Super Bowl: energy, noise, and nationwide obsession. As a seasoned vet, Bonner knew exactly what she was signing up for: a front row seat to the biggest show in women's basketball. As for the Lynx, they'll recover, refocus, and probably sign another solid player. Or maybe they'll just sit in their office, replaying Fever highlights, wondering what could have been. Either way, Indiana just pulled off a win, and they haven't even hit the court yet.
Push their team to get over the finish line. It's playoffs, so emotions are high, tension is high, but I can be more excited to step on the court with Caitlin. We actually had a great workout this morning, and I think we just feed well off each other. So I'm just here to hopefully, give my little leadership advice. I don't feel like I need to push her to be any type of player that she isn't already is, and I'm just happy to be here, and I hope that I can give her some knowledge to take her game to a different level. So when I retire, she can pass that along, to other players.
The Indiana Fever, once an afterthought in the WNBA, is now the hottest destination. Why? Caitlin Clark. It's like she turned Indiana into the promised land for players. Veterans who once ignored the team are now suddenly hinting at their love for Indianapolis. This isn't about the weather or nightlife. It's all about the Caitlin Clark effect. Clark hasn't even played a pro game yet, and already the Fever has more attention than they've had in the past decade. TV networks are shifting schedules, jersey sales are booming, and reporters are camped outside Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Players see the hype, the endorsements, and the packed arenas, and they want in.
Indiana Fever just won the championship. They just won the championship. Now, we do remember what happened in the playoffs with Dewanna Bonner and Caitlin Clark, so it might be some chemistry meshing. They might have to sit down together and talk a little bit, but this is major, fam.
I think that they made the right call on that because they knew her play would attract better players to Indiana. Like, it's been hard for them to get players to sign to Indiana because they're in Indiana. And because those games typically were very empty, there was no energy behind the Fever since they won their championships when Tamika Catchings was there. So Caitlin has basically come in and rejuvenated the entire franchise. And now it's an attractive place for free